Okay, this is a seriously special moment. I need to say a big thank you to OJ and to RGL, because this is literally my origin story right here. This is Flimbo's quest on the C64. This is the very first game I ever speedran. This is the very first game I ever played. All the way back on Christmas Day in 1990, the Soviet Union was still a thing. Me and my parents played this on Christmas Day. We loved it. This is an absolute Euro platforming classic. It's a very interesting speedrun as well. I'm going to take 1-2 minutes here to explain this. So, imagine the Wheel of Fortune that you all know and love, and then imagine that some segments are thin, some segments are fat, and the distribution is all messed up. So what you're trying to do in this game, you're going around collecting scrolls from animals, and every time you collect a scroll, all the instances in the Wheel of Fortune of that animal are replaced by something else, and the game is trying to point you towards the enemies that are slow and far away. But with the power of spreadsheets, we worked out that you can hack it so that you can get to certain enemies quicker, you can make the quicker enemies more likely. It's really cool little speedrun, and it teaches you a little bit of science, wonderful graphics and sound. This is just a holy moment for me because this is the first time this has ever been an event. So I am very happy. So you are Flimbo, your girlfriend Pearly has been captured by the evil scientist Professor Franz Dandruff, FBI, CIA, FBI, and you've got to get letters of the mystery code, I hope some of you will be able to work that out, to the magical magician Daz Bazian, who is so badass that he's had to write 3 Scrabble sets just to spell his own name. We're going to get some money, we're going to get some huge big old enemies, we've got some wonderful music along the way. My parents are no longer here, but this is for you, Mum and Dad. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I've got to go left and get a dinosaur. And the first trick I'm going to do is try and catch the dinosaur before he disappears off the right-hand side of the screen and gets undrawn. Which is a philosophical problem if ever there was one. I'm grabbing a super weapon there because there are secrets in this game. Boing. There's me first scroll. Go into the bank, get some purple and green coins. Coins are important not just for backups for super weapons and invulnerability, but also for buying scrolls, which will make things a little bit easier. Because when you buy a scroll in the shop from Daz Bazian here, it will advance the RNG by 1, which is completely predictable, so it doesn't subject you to that whole Wheel of Fortune I mentioned. There are also hearts. There's a heart. They come on counters on a global cycle, so you have to count those and know what you're doing. Yeah! Nearly killed myself, lol. Oof! Rotter. And the first 3 letters of the magic code are SEI. I will be keeping an eye on chat to see if you realise what this is. Into level 2, my favourite music. We got a red snail. There are some enemies that will spawn on the left side of the level instead. And in this level we are going to meet Batman, I kid you not. His name is literally Batman. There's a death, lol. That's okay, I know what I'm doing. We'll get some more money. So we've only got like 4 people speedrun this game. And it's a real shame, it's absolutely gorgeous. I would love to see more people. Ah! Lol. I would love to see more people pick this up. So we've got secrets at either side of each level. Boing. You can upgrade your weapons, you can get a super scroll. That's going to end the level early, so I don't have to go around collecting all the enemies. Still got to be careful of hearts and like, there's a heart, we don't want that. Flying fish everywhere, scary. And you might also have noticed when you fire, you actually stop momentum. So you do have to be careful with that. But yeah, this was my very first video game, and I spent so long playing this. It took us ages, like 3 years, to complete it in our house. We used to sit in amazement and work out what the next level would be and what was the secrets of the game. And my father, he was a legend because a few years after I first played this, strategic death, yes. A few years after I played this, he completed it 3 times in a row without stopping, and we were just like, oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing because that's Red Batman. He's right here. That is extremely lucky because he's very rare. Let's get some miners past the way. There's the green Batman, so we'll go into the bank and we'll go left and grab him. And the money in the banks is one of the few things we don't actually have a full grasp on. So the RNG is set for the first level, but then it deviates. But you can just like go to the left side of the bank and then the right side and grab all the money in quickly. Oh, don't have my super weapon, forgot. Lol. So there's a spare super weapon over here, there's extra time. And in level 5 and 6 and 7 it gets really, really scary. Because there are huge dragons who are going to follow me in the X and the Y position. There are ghosties. It's just a really fun, exciting game. And you don't have to play with these secrets. You can play the no secrets category, which means that you have to buy your super weapon from the shop. You have to buy all the scrolls. It's a much more deep strategic category. You know, here I'm just skipping half the game, but in that one you have to actually play the whole thing. White miner. So the game is pointing me towards these enemies that are slow and far away, but since I've got the white miner, I'm going to try and get the big old antelope to spawn. He is a bit of a finicky beast, I don't know actually how to spawn him, but we'll give it a try. Come on, antelope, come on. You're on live TV here, come on, antelope. Let's get some time. Is he there? No, he's not. So when I was a kid, I had my first nightmare about this antelope because it was like half the screen tall. We didn't know what to do with it, so we touched it and we died. That was sad. No, antelope is shy, not today. We'll go back to where we came. So the world record for the any percent secrets allowed category is 625. Ooh, nearly. Nearly got me. And that took me a 10-month grind. I will admit, I'm playing this on keyboard, so feel free to hate, but it is much, much more reliable. Red miner, back to where we came. And in theory, you could get the record down to like 6 minutes 0. Maybe 5 something if you're really lucky, but it requires so much luck. It's not really worth grinding further than that. And you can also save a few frames each transition by switching the background music off, but I know I'm talking over it a lot, but why would you want to switch this music off? It's so good. STIR and Black Rat. Tell you what, let's buy him. Get on with level 4. Say cross, say boob. Nobody has got the great idea yet. But we've got plenty of levels to go. Mosquito, that's good. Boing. False boing. Boing. Instant super scroll. So the game is storing the particular sprite in memory and you can just instantly upgrade, which is nice. Level 5 into the graveyard. It's going to get scary now. We have got 2 of the same animal. One is close, one is far away. Like that episode of Father Ted. Near, far away. It's the far away one, so we're going to buy him because we don't want a 40-second trek out to the edges. It's the pink wafer biscuit. I always thought this was a wafer biscuit as a kid. Maybe it's a butterfly. It's a really good enemy to get. Snails are bad, especially in position 3. One is close, one is far away. There's no way to tell which is which. And you don't want to buy a snail because it can lead you on a bad path. He is not here. That is unfortunate. We'll go back to where we came. And we'll buy him. That's why we got the money. Blue Devil. He's not there, he's on the left. We're going to get dragons spawning in now as well, and you're going to have to sort of know when they're coming. Up here. You get invulnerability in level 5 when you kill enough enemies. beautiful colour flashing effects on this game as well. I can't do this game enough justice. I forgot to start my timer. Oops. That guy is just over here. And typically you would want to have £400 to £600 for invulnerability and backups in level 7. Looks like we'll be just about okay for that. Don't get that heart. Don't do it. I'm going to take a little bit of time and get some extra money in invulnerability here, because level 6 is very scary. There we go. And the letters are NMI, DEC. Soaring through the game. Not long left now. Level 6 is extremely scary. We have got giant dragons. We've got monks that we can't actually jump over. Like that guy there, who we've just got to walk into. Ghosts and pigeons and all sorts. And even though I've been playing this game for over 30 years, it still makes me yelp and squeal. Pigeon. Free super stroll. Is a dragon gonna get me? Hopefully not. Let's grab some money just to be sure. So we've only got 4 speedruns of this game. I'm running it on a specialist emulator today, but you can run it in BizHawk. Not the greatest of runs, a little bit scuffed, but I am so happy to be able to show you this game. Unspeakable how happy this game has made me in my life. Into level 7. YPO CLC. Does anyone work out what the code is yet? And are we going to get a lucky animal in level 7? It's a corridor ghost. We're going to have to go a little bit further than we would expect. There are different types of ghosts. Toads and everything. I am a little bit nervous. There's Hook. Robin Williams hasn't been there yet. Okay. Where's me ghosty? Where's me ghosty gone? Ah! Boogeyman! Huge cabbagey monster. Buy more Ovaltine, I couldn't comment on that. Where's me ghosty? He should be here. Game, you're trolling me. What are you doing, game? You literally should be right there. I'm not kidding, I don't know what's going on here. That ghost should already have come out. Well, let's go exploring. We only have to get one enemy and then we can grab the super stroll. Ah, scary. Back to where we came. Quasimodo says hello. There he is. You're late. Ah! You can see that these scrolls have got balloons attached to them in their float away as well. Beautiful raster graphics and parallax here. Yeah! I would love to see some more of you pick this game up, even if it's just for a meme or a 12-hour challenge. We've got a spreadsheet with all the purchase information for what animals are good. You can literally buy most of the enemies as well if you're scared of making hairy trips west like I've just made. You can just cheese the entire game. Ah! Oh god. Duck, 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 duck. There's some invulnerability. We're going to get the super scroll upgrade. Boing. And time. Absolutely scuffed to hell run of Flimbo's quest. Now we can see the ending. You can see what the codes were. There's Franz and Pearly. Here's the coda. So we've got SEI, LD, NMI, STIRQ, CLI, RTS, NMI, DC, YPO, CLC. It's assembly code. This whole time we have been collecting the code to write a program to release Pearly. Let's type the password. System 3. Boom. Pearly has been rescued. Friend Xandrif is behind bars, and if Pearly gets in trouble again, she will rely on you. Thank you so much for watching. I love that I can show this game to you. Literally the best game I've ever played. And I will be back tomorrow with a bunch more stuff. We've got fish fingers coming up, we've got steaks, we've got credit wraps and screen wraps and all sorts of fun. Right now we're going to go to another Commodore 64 game with The Last Ninja, but it's being played on the NES this time. Thank you so much for watching, stay tuned, and I will see you tomorrow.